This video, we're going to write the partial fractions decomposition of this problem here. So we have x over x plus 2 times x minus 1. So what I want to do is I want to set this up as x over x plus 2 times x minus 1. And this is already factored for us, so this really helps us out a lot. If it wasn't factored, we'd have to factor it and then work from there, but this is already factored. So I'm going to say x over x plus 2 times x minus 1 is equal to a over x plus 2 plus b over x minus 1. And what we're trying to determine is that a and b. So we want to multiply by the LCD, which in this case, it's going to be x plus 2 times x minus 1. So nothing too crazy there because I have in this denominator x plus 2 and this denominator x minus 1. So my LCD would just be those two factors. Just like if I had 1/2 plus 1/3, my LCD would end up being 2 times 3, which is 6. So I'd just be multiplying by 6 there, where here I have just x plus 2 and x minus 1. So I'm going to be multiplying by x plus 2 times x minus 1. So I'm going to do that to both sides. And here's what's going to happen. So on this side, the same thing, x plus 2 times x minus 1. So on the left side, over here, these are just going to drop out, leaving me with just x. And then over here, we have to be careful. So we have x plus 2 times x minus 1 times a over x plus 2. And then we have b over x minus 1 times x plus 2 times x minus 1. So just working this off to the side for that first factor. So this and also this. So this is a over x plus 2 times x plus 2 times x minus 1. So in that first term, for the a term, the x plus 2's cancel, leaving me with a times x minus 1. And then for b, I'll have b over x minus 1 times, let me move this up a little bit, I think I'm getting close to my camera, x plus 2 times x minus 1. So for the b term, the x minus 1s are going to drop out, leaving me with just b times x plus 2. Now I'm going to multiply everything through and then see what happens from there. So I have x equals ax minus a times 1 is a plus bx plus 2b. From here, I want to get my terms together. So I have ax and bx, and then I have constants of minus a and 2b, if you want to think of it like that. So I'm going to just get those together, because that's going to help us in the next step here. So I have ax plus bx minus a plus 2b. So for this part, ax and bx, what I can do there is I could take out the x. So I have x equals x times a plus b. And then for that one, we don't necessarily have to. You could, but I think we'll be okay here. And then now what I'm thinking is, well, I have this term of x times a plus b. And then I have this term of x over here, and then I have just these. So what I want to do now is I want to set up a system of equations. So that system is going to be a plus b is equal to 1. And the reason it's equal to 1 is because this variable here, x, this is a coefficient of 1. If that was a 2x, it'd equal 2, or 3x, it'd equal 3. So that's like it's pairing that, well, I have this term, this coefficient of a plus bx. So the term a plus bx, that's why I took out the x to show that's a plus bx, and that's going to be equal to this coefficient of 1. And then I have the negative a plus 2b. That's going to be equal to 0, because I don't have like a plus 5 or minus 7 or anything like that. So I just have 0. I have a plus 0 if you want to think of it like that. So I have a plus 0 there. There's a couple different ways we could solve this system. What's jumping out to me right away is probably just using elimination. Like you could just subtract the b over here. So then you have a equals 1 minus b. I don't know. let's just go with adding. I'm just elimination for some reason is just jumping out to me. So I have a minus a is 0. B plus 2b is 3b equals 1 plus 0 is 1. And then I divide by 3 to get b. So b is equal to 1/3. And then we have to get a. So I'm going to say a plus b. Whoops, why did I write b? A plus b is equal to 1/3 equals 1. So to solve for a, I'm going to subtract 1/3 from both sides. So I get a is equal to 1 minus 1/3 is 2/3. 3 minus 1, 2/3. So I get a is equal to 2/3. And there's my a and b. So now what we want to do is we want to put them back into this right here. So I have a over x plus 2. So I'm going to have 2/3 times x plus 2 plus, and then my b is 1/3. So I'm going to have 1/3, what is it, x minus 1? Yep. 1/3 x minus 1. And there is the partial fractions decomposition of that, of just x over x plus 2 times x minus 1. So partial fractions, pretty tough concept. If you're learning it for the first time, it really just takes a lot of practice. So there it is.